What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Level 7K, Level 7 Knowledge. It's your boy Soldier. You can call me Jay, right? Um, Welcome back, 7K Tribe. Welcome to the channel if you're new. And we're going to jump right into it, right? And we're going to start off with the Tartarian Empire, right? Basically, the Tartarian Empire was Europe and Asia mixed in like a huge land that was, you can basically say Russia, but it consisted of China and a little bit of Europe also. So you can't necessarily just call it Russia, but it was basically a huge empire of Russia, Asia, and China all together under one nation, right? And in this nation, as you can see on this map, you can't see this on the map, but they were a nation that used free energy. It was a free energy civilization, right? And from what I was doing my research on, I found out that they also had giants, people that we consider giants, right? Very, very tall people, like crazy tall people. Like these people, they were advanced in the knowledge that they had and the technology that they had. These people were already flying around. And this is before they created planes. They don't want to let people know about like how these people were already that advanced. But it wasn't just the Tartarians. They also had the Moors there. You know what we consider, what they say, black people today, right? The Moors were over there too, and they were a part of Tartaria also. Let me see. Yeah. So now that we got who the Tartarians are, right, and they have free energy power. Now we're going to talk about how they harnessed that power, which was through star forts. I got it on here. Star forts. Yeah, I don't know why. Which the star forts were all around the realm, like all around this realm. This still to this day, like these are most recent pictures, right? But they tell people that these star forts were used in wars and stuff like that to keep people from approaching them, but that's not what this is. This is actually part of the Mother Nature's grid, and that ancient civilizations used to harness that energy to power themselves. Like if you notice, each one of these star forts have water or near a body of water, but it also like that energy that they harness from it would go through this water, the electricity, and it will be able to power up these homes. Some of them dried up, as you can see. Not dried up, but were filled up, I should say. But for the most part, if you look at them, sorry if I'm switching so fast, y'all, but I seen this picture and I was like, oh, this is a good one. They're all surrounded by water. You know what I mean? And as you can see how huge, this is a whole city or village, if you will, in here, right? And that's how they were able to harness that the free energy. But they also had cathedrals. Hold on, if I'm not mistaken, some of these cathedrals, I'm trying to remember. Some of these cathedrals were connected to this energy grid and belongs to Tartaria. Like some of these buildings can't even be recreated to this day. And I know you're probably wondering how these cathedrals were able to harness energy. You gotta look at the antennas on top right here. These are antennas. These aren't just regular sculpture. These whole buildings were made for free energy harvesting. Let me see if I can find. Like it's very, as you can see, it's very intricate in these cathedrals. Like they took their time building these cathedrals, not just for your amusement and things like that, but all. I mean, it was a part of it, right? Because you got masonry and things of that nature. They wanted to show off their art, their work, but this type of masonry was to a whole nother level, to where they were able to use buildings to harvest free energy. Right, because even some of the top of these cathedrals still get hit by electricity today, by lightning, and they harvest that lightning. But as it goes, and it collects that energy. It travels through the city, and a lot of time the way they used to do it to travel through the city was using water. So after it would get hit, it would then go around the city through the pathways through the water. Like, look at these old star forts. And check it out, man. If you don't believe nothing I'm saying, just do your own research. I'm just bringing it to you for you guys to check it out. You know what I'm saying? They say the Portuguese, so it's in South America. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things were very intricate. And how could you build something like this without being able to see it from above? Think about that, y'all. How could you build something this intricate hundreds of years ago without having flight? You get what I'm saying? And this is all pertaining back to Tartarian. But now that we did that, and I explained who the Tartarians are, that there was a free energy civilization, and that they had star forts and cathedrals to harness that energy. Now we're going to talk about after that civilization crumbled. The next civilizations after that that took that knowledge and really inherited that land and those buildings and things of that nature, how they were using it to show it off, and we call these the World's Fairs, right? And if you look right here, just to throw that out there, this is Chicago back in 1893, right? Yeah, Chicago. Right, you go to downtown Chicago or whatever you want, the mid city of Chicago, you're not gonna see this, you know what I mean? And this is way more glorious than what they have down there. You know what I'm saying? But this what it was prior to that great fire that everybody hears about that happens in Chicago. This is what it looked like, right? Now this one I'm about to blow your mind at. You see how grand this is and how small these people are? And this is the World Fair. Like, inside of these buildings, they held technology from the Tartarian empires that they all researching. So you don't see it packed in here because not everybody was allowed to be in these areas. You had to know somebody or be connected or a part of these secret societies and these clubs to even get in here. And this is what it kind of it looked like a depiction of what it looked like inside of there. Like, it was huge in there, and you can go in there and check out different tech that they had back then, right? But let me see, do I see Chicago World's Fair, not the fire? Yeah, all right, so look, that same picture that I had, where is it at? Right here, right? This is Chicago, 1893 World's Fair impact Chicago and its architecture, right? And if you notice, like, these columns and everything, it look like it's Greece or Rome or something like that. Like that it seems foreign to America, right? And that should let you know everything. But what I want to point out is you can see the staff, the person with the staff and the ball. If you look right here, where is it at? We're gonna blow it up right quick. That's right here, right? And this whole thing that you see is the World's Fair. This one area. This one area isn't even the whole World's Fair. That's how grand these this World's Fairs were, and how huge these buildings was, right? And this is during a time period where it should be horse and buggy. They don't even have cars around this time period. You know what I'm saying? This is like Western time. So it doesn't make sense to how we're being portrayed that during these time periods it was like Western and cowboys and Indians and stuff like that, and there's architecture like this going on. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just Chicago. There were a lot. Let me see. Sorry, I got so much stuff over. I'm trying to find one I'm at. Well, we did the cathedrals and the Star Force. We can get rid of that. But yeah, if you notice, once again, like I said with the Star Force, it's all near water. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they were using to connect to that free energy. But let me see. Make sure I ain't going y'all work with me. Oh yeah, by the way, they all burned down. Sorry, y'all. They all these world fairs that they had. Let me type it in. How many world fairs were there? There were more than 100 world fairs. More than 100 world fairs, yeah. And they were everywhere, like all like 20 different countries, more than 20 countries. Right, Africa, South America, they were everywhere, man. And the thing was, people would travel to go see. As you can see, people coming in by boat to get off the boat to go see this whole fair. They would go to different fairs. After they would get done with this fair, they would leave that fair and go to another fair. Like, that's just was the time of exploration at that time. And when they went over there, these buildings held the greatest technology that country had to offer at that time period. Even Nikola Tesla was at some of these world fairs. And if you don't believe me what I'm saying, you can go ahead and do your own research on it. I'm telling you, like, a lot of this stuff was hidden, and it was kind of like they explored it, boasted about it, and then hid it from the populations. Because even though this is a lot of people, and you can see like all these people in the pictures and stuff like that, when you actually see the actual pictures, it was slim pickings. I mean, yeah, they had people, you know what I'm saying, right there, and right here. But look how much empty space to say this is how grand this is, you know what I mean? Like, how big this is. And if I'm not mistaken, is that a dirt road? Like, these roads, man, like, they don't have regular streets like what we use today. And they got these type of buildings, like marble, and you couldn't really tell what was old and what wasn't, because they had a time where they were whitewashing everything, literally painting everything with white, so you couldn't see the age of it. So we don't know how long those buildings been there, but yeah, this all goes back to ancient Tartarian, the technology they had, right? And during after they, the crazy part is, like, all these world fairs took place when it was about to have an eclipse, and after the eclipse happened, they all burned down. After the eclipse happened, like, they somehow burned down. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you can see, the person with the staff on the bar right there, like, after all the eclipse, and it's not just in Chicago, it's every almost, I ain't gonna say all of them burned down, but maybe 70 to 78% of them burned down, and some of them still are there, but they're not as grand. Like, some of the ones that wasn't as grand didn't burn down, and are part of what you see as the universities and things of that nature. Yeah, look, there go the Chicago statue we was talking about earlier. Like, people was just coming in and going to visit this place. And a lot of people don't even know all this was happening. You know what I mean? Look at that statue again. Yeah, around this time they don't even have no cars. They had horse and buggy, but they got buildings like what we seen earlier. These type of buildings, this type of craftsmanship, but these people got dirt roads. It don't make any sense. You know what I mean? And this is when you go into talking about the dirt roads, and this is in Paris. You know what I mean? This is in Paris, and this is their World's Fair. These World Fairs were blocks, like neighborhoods long. Like, this whole damn thing over here was part of the World's Fairs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's huge. You know what I mean? They got the Ferris wheel on there, but I don't want to hold y'all up too long. Let's go to the so this is what, after a certain time, there was another catastrophe that happened. Or I should say, it wasn't the first of its kind, but something happened to where there was a mud flood. And even though they had buildings like this and a lot of the stuff burnt down, I'm trying to work with me, y'all. I'm trying to find my pictures. There we go, bingo. Where is that? Yeah, there was a catastrophe that happened to where mud basically ran through these everywhere, really everywhere, and it rose. Some place was it didn't reach as high, but in other places, as you can see in this other picture, like it covered everything. You know what I mean? Look how intricate this building is over here. You know what I'm saying? And look at their roads, like, and how the buildings was turning out. Something happened here, right? And that's we going over, right? I could go to where my other picture at? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm like, remember where my other picture? I'm sorry, y'all, unorganized. But this is the concept of what I'm saying, like how high. Of course, this isn't a real picture, but this is just to give you an idea of like the ancient world beneath that dirt that they're hiding. Like they don't want to tell people about these mud floods that happen. Of recently, within the last 100 years, and from what I've been researching, that it may happen again. You know what I mean? Like this is in Russia. You can tell by the architecture, and this is a cathedral, by the way, y'all. This is a cathedral. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I think this is a hotel. I've seen this building before. I think this is a hotel. But look at the antenna at the tops. This is how they was harvesting. And when you go to these buildings, you're only gonna see the top because the roadways and everything. But this is what's being pictured of what we believe is beneath those. And some of these buildings that's being dug out. Let's see if I can type it up. Right, like they're the mud flood worldwide cover up. They're finding that, like, see, like this is what a door is right here, and they started digging and going low, like that. There's still more building. Like this is what a door is, what a steps is, and everything. You can see it, but you can see more building. Like why would you build more building on down? And it's not just that building. It's oh, here we go right here. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we're talking about, how high that mud was, or how low it sank, I should say. And look, Tartarian. There we go right here, Tartarian, the mud flood. Like how all this like ties back into that. I had to break all this down for y'all. Hopefully I didn't lose y'all with this, man. Yeah, there go the picture we was just talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? And this is crazy, y'all. Like, and if you look at some of the architecture, look, there goes Chicago right there. Let's talk about the mud flood, right? That we was just talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Like how all this ties back to Tartarian. And this is just something to pique y'all interest, man. If you don't know anything about it, man, I could post some links where they have people that go way more in depth than I do, right? I'm just here to like put y'all on game on what I've been, seeing and researching about, and that's been piquing my interest. And everything that I love about it is that people bring facts into it, and ain't just about belief. Like we just got to start paying attention to what's going on around us, and not just the everyday hustle and bustle. And pay attention that the realm around us is not what we think it is. You know what I mean? Look how packed it is now at these world fairs, say Tartarian mud flood. This is a World's Fair. See how all this ties back? Crazy. Chicago, Brazil, Germany, Vatican. Wow. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, all of it's gone, burned down some type of weird way, right? Right after an eclipse. So y'all just tune in and look at some of this stuff, man. Like it's crazy. This says Buffalo, New York, 1901. That should say everything. St. Louis. You don't see none of these buildings up today, man. Like, and they just magically disappeared. Nah, man. Tartarian History Worlds. This is the 1893. This is Chicago. Ancient Tartarian. But yeah, that's it, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Go ahead and give your boy a like and subscribe if you want to see more, man.